to this, and as the title says, this is my review of ROH's Stars of Honor DVD, which is the first best of that is getting a wide release. I got mine a couple days after it came out, got mine at Fry's Electronics. You should be able to find them in most retail places. If you can't, they will special order for you. I know Amazon sells it. It's doing pretty good on Amazon considering it's a Ring of Honor DVD. So I would definitely keep that in mind and check it out if you can. This, of course, is the weaker, I would definitely say, of the two DVDs. Though I think this one will probably sell more because it has more people on it. I'm not going to go really into a review each match. I'll talk about each match a little bit, but I'm not going to really review it. Though this is a good DVD, particularly if you'd like to see guys in a different environment before they got into WWE or TNA, or if you just want to see how good some of these guys can be, I would say. Overall, I would recommend this for people that would like to see that. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this DVD, though I think it's good. I don't think it's great, and I don't think it's necessarily something you need to go out of your way and see. Though, if you want to support Ring of Honor, or again, if you just want to see some of the guys that have come through Ring of Honor or some matches in Ring of Honor, I definitely recommend checking this out. I'm kind of harsh just because I think this is probably one of the first few I've ever done, and I'm sure I'm going to get asked a lot about this. I'm kind of harsh when it comes to best of DVDs because I do think it needs to be a best of DVD. I think you need to put the best product you can. I don't think you should put out any matches that are even okay. I think that you need to. There can be a few good matches, depending on their historical reference, but I think overall, I think it has to be excellent match quality that really makes this. But I will say this: I think even this DVD is as good as far as match quality goes as anything you will see from TNA or WWE. I think it's about as good as they put on. Of course, you don't have the interview segments that kind of bump up WWE DVDs or even TNA DVDs somewhat, but the match quality is definitely there. Of course, all of this was taken from old Ring of Honor DVDs, so the production values aren't necessarily there. They did go back and put new commentary on a few of the matches, so keep that in mind as well. But the matches you will see on this are Joe versus Punk 3. This is the third one. Probably the weakest of the three, though. That's not saying a lot because this is still an excellent match in my opinion, and definitely shows how these two, for those of you that don't know, this feud, Samoa Joe versus CM Punk, pretty much saved Ring of Honor from the abyss in a lot of ways. It was the feud that after pretty much the bottom fell out, a lot of felt for Ring of Honor that pretty much saved the company and let the company kind of prosper in a large capacity. Also, you get Homicide versus Antonio Banks, which you probably know better as MVP. This is probably the weakest card, or the weakest match on this DVD. It is kind of nice to see MVP in a role that we don't usually see him in, and you do get to see just how big and athletic this guy really is. Pretty nice. Like I said, it's an okay match. There's nothing wrong with it. This match was on one of the Do or Die DVDs. If you don't know what the Do or Die DVDs were or are, they are DVDs in which guys were basically just getting kind of a tryout for Ring of Honor, though Banks had been in FIP for a very long time, so it wasn't like they had seen him, but this was kind of him getting a shot in front of a Ring of Honor crowd. Like I said, weakest match on there. Then you got James Gibson, Jamie Noble versus Roderick Strong. This was good. I wouldn't say great, but this was good. Good match in my opinion. Really, a lot of people really liked this match. I really didn't, but I think that's a good match. And then you have Bryan Danielson versus Spanky, a very underrated match. Just a great. This is one of the few great matches that's on this DVD. Definitely, I would definitely say check that out. Then we get the Matt Hardy matches, which I'm sure will probably sell a lot of these DVDs. But we got Matt Hardy versus Homicide. Again, an okay match, not what you would probably expect from these two, though Not wonderful, but not horrible either. Then we got Matt Hardy versus Roderick Strong, which is probably his best match in Ring of Honor as far as Matt Hardy goes. This pretty much made Roderick Strong in a lot of ways, and it was a great match. Just an awesome match in which their styles flowed a lot better than his match with Homicide or his match with Danielson as well. Then we got Christopher Daniels versus Christian Cage. This was a very disappointing match in my opinion, even when it first happened. Wasn't as good as people thought. For whatever reason, it just didn't mesh for whatever. And then the final match on this is Jay Lethal versus Low-Ki and Homicide tag match. Again, not as good as a match as you would expect. These four had better matches, I believe. I want to say they had better matches. I think the other tag match had Homicide in it and Low-Ki, but I can't remember off the top of my head now. But anyways, not a great match between them either. Still, I think this is a good, like I said, I think this is a good DVD. Not a great DVD. Definitely the weakest of the ones, though. I think this is still a DVD that probably a lot of people kind of wanted to see, would like to see, and this will probably be the better selling of the two, which is unfortunate because I can tell you, not even seeing Bloodstained Honor, because I've seen most of the matches on Bloodstained Honor, that is just an amazing DVD. But this is still a good DVD, I would say. If you're interested in checking Ring of Honor out, if you're interested just to see some of these guys, I definitely think it's worth the money if it's your type of tea. But if not, I don't think you got your way to see it. I think this is a good first chance for Ring of Honor. I think the DVD, if people see it, I think it'll probably get people interested in Ring of Honor because you definitely can see the difference in styles between Ring of Honor and particularly WWE. That's not so much TNA, I would say, of course. Still good stuff. You know, like I said, it's not that I'm disappointed in this DVD because honestly, a lot of the matches on here were matches that I've wanted to see, but I never got a lot of these DVDs because they were DVDs that really underperformed in a lot of ways. A lot of people felt, so I never went out and got them, though the matches that I would want off of those DVDs are on this DVD. So in that regards, I like this because that's one thing that I think a best of often should be, is matches that maybe people are not necessarily familiar with, and it's one of the things I don't like about Ring of Honor's their in-house best ofs. I don't think their in-house best ofs are very good, but I think this is, like I said, I think this is as good as, you know, what you usually get from WWE and TNA for the most part. I'm not always big on TNA's best ofs because I don't think they do a good match selection, which you will see when I do the review for, which I will do a review for the best of 2007. I will get into that part of it. But Stars of Honor, good DVD, not a great DVD, not something I definitely think you need to go out of your way to see. I will be doing Bloodstained Honor, a review of that, which I can pretty much tell you right now, it will get a very high rating from me because it is the matches that are on there are amazing. There's a lot of just jaw-dropping stuff. But anyways, that's all for this one, and have a good one. I'm out. Later.